can't keep getting away with it! He can't keep getting away with it! No!
Pissing on a farm sounds like a vibe. You know, you can hear the cows, the chickens, the ass as you let the urine flow out of you like an Eminem verse. Feeling absolutely beautiful. Hello, you absolutely beautiful people. I hope you're having an amazing day today. And this I'm going to be addressing a topic that is very important to me, one that I relate a lot to, one that I have a great understanding of, and that is taking a piss. I piss about between 5 and 15 times a day. I don't know if I have an enlarged prostate, diabetes, tongue punching my butthole at all times of the day or what. But I also drink a gallon of water a day, probably 15 tons of water if we're honest with each other.
What?
That being said, this video I'm going to be ranking every single Call of Duty Zombies map based how good they are to take a piss on.
Are you taking the piss?
You know, I'm kind of a shy pisser.
Mamma mia!
There's people walking around running amok over the bathroom while I'm trying to get my golden Mirage to shoot the goo of victory. It just might not happen, honestly, so I'm pretty excited for this one. Much like taking a shit, I'm very good at taking a piss as well. It's probably like the #1 thing I'm best at, honestly, besides breathing and eating. That being said, thank you guys so much for the support and for the absolute back shots you guys have been showing on these videos. I very much appreciate it. You guys are absolute legends, and I appreciate every single one of you for taking the time to watch the video.
That's what I'm talking about! That's why he's the GOAT! The GOAT!
And if you could piss on any one of these zombies maps in the world, let me know in the comments down below which one you would absolutely destroy your pelvic thrust pisser on.
Huh?
Now, that being said, it's once again time to go over these tiers. We have completely new tiers for this one, as it's a new topic entirely. The complete bottom tier that you're ever going to have is the urethra blockage. And over here, you're not going to be able to take a piss. It's going to be no drips happening whatsoever. And it's just going to be an uncomfortable time. You're going to have like a golden brick form into you like Winnie the Pooh's frozen honey for the winter. And that's just not going to be a good time overall. It's just going to suck absolute urethra cock.
What?
In the next video, you got painful pissing. If you push hard enough, you might be able to manage to squeeze it out on this map, you know, if you really got to go. But it's definitely not going to be a good pleasurable time. And you're going to be like agonizing and piss pains and just wishing it was over. Now the tier after that, we have dick drips. You know, you're gonna be able to like let the piss out like a faucet that's malfunctioning overnight and is constantly dripping over the whole night. Your dick is gonna turn into a malfunctioning sink, and you better let that sink in, because the fact that you're gonna be taking a piss for up to half an hour with how slow it's going, you know, you'd be able to motorboat man bear pig on the time it takes for this shit to complete. I just got the average flow. You know, you're just rolling it out. You're just taking an average piss, maybe like a 5-10 second piss. It's not very cool, but just over in a short enough period of time that you're just having a time. Next, you got the steady stream, baby. You know, this is just a going one. This is like the average piss that I take. It's just a steady stream with no interruptions, like much like me when I'm gaming, or you get hit with the belt and the ass eating, and you're just having a good time.
No. Wait.
For about 15 to 20 seconds. Next, you got the power piss. This map is so comforting that it turns your cock into a pressure washer full of urine, and you're just going to have an absolute ability to piss on everything the zombies know and love. And you're just going to absolutely obliterate them with your golden rod, as Rick Toffin would say. You're pretty much going to become a pressure hose. Your cock will become the most powerful pressure hose in existence. You could probably one-shot Galactus with a tip of your Europiss. Next, we got Eureka. The map's so good that your boner gets a brilliant idea, and that is to infinitely piss all over the map. You could pretty much cover this entire map of yellow, make it look like SpongeBob SquarePants having a stroke at the end of the day, an absolute golden time. And next you got Pissing Paradise. You know, unlike a gangster's paradise, there's no bullets or pigs flying around. It's just piss everywhere. It's piss all the way down, a little bit of piss here, a little bit of piss there. I'm no piss fetishist. But if I was, the Pissing Paradise maps would make me absolutely damp in the brown hole.
What?
That being said, we have the tiers orchestrated. We have them all ready to go, ship and sail. Like Noah's Ark filled with my fat ass confusing me for elephants. Now, we got Nocturne Tone. This is a pretty abandoned map, and it's nighttime. And I don't know about you guys, but every time I take a piss out, like outside at night, it just hits absolutely different, especially if I'm blasted, you know, it's just a fun time. You get to feel the cold breeze against your skin, against your balls, having it tickle you like an angel's kiss, and it feels absolutely beautiful. That being said, Nocturne Tone is going to go in Power Piss. I feel like this is the highest Noct has ranked on any of these tier lists.
You can't keep getting away with it!
But that cold and misty air against you, it's kind of like airing out your cock. It's like if you whipped out your boner and put it right in front of an air conditioner. It just feels absolutely fresh.
What the hell?
Once when I was younger, I put an ice cold glass of Pepsi on my balls, and it made me feel like I was Jack Frost for 0.1 seconds. And in that moment, I realized I was autistic.
I'm Mr. White Christmas.
Huh? Fuck you! You fucking...
Now we got Baruch. I don't know about you, but once again, an insane asylum doesn't sound like a great spot to take a piss. You just might have Hannibal Lecter's autistic third cousin come over to you and bite your fourth leg off, and it's just not going to be an absolutely great time all around, you know? You're going to be hearing footsteps you're going to be worrying about the whole time. You're pretty much going to be playing Five Nights at Freddy's in real life with cannibals, like, and you're just trying to take a piss. Definitely not going to be having a fun fucking time in there. You're going to be suffering, and you're just going to be hoping they can piss fast enough. That being said, painful pissing, especially if they manage to get a chomp out of your cock. You know, Numa just kind of reminds me of piss with a little bit of vinegar and shit in it. You know, I never really feel much when I look at Shino Numa. Shino Numa doesn't really make me feel anything. It just kind of makes me feel like a speck of dust that Joe Biden let out when he let a little toot out of his crack shack hole.
Soda!
That said, I don't really feel much about Shino Numa. I feel like pissing on here would be very average. You know, it's nothing too crazy. There's not too much to interrupt you. I think it's just a very average flow on Shino Numa. You're not really getting a bang for your buck. You're not really experiencing much. You're just pissing in the swamp. I guess if you're into Shrek and he makes you feel a certain soft spot in your butthole and it really makes it warm down there, you might be able to get a nice heavy flow out of it. But me personally, it's just an average flow. Pissing into Reese would be fun because teleporting your piss around all over the facility would be really fucking fun. And you could just like you could piss in a cup and teleport it to someone and dump it over their head while they're sleeping. It'd be an absolute fucking fantastic time. Don't ask what me and my dad did in 1982. There was no piss play, I promise.
Stop the cap.
That being said, urethra, eureka, because I feel like you'd be having all kinds of pissing ideas on here to the point where our life bulb would be forming out of your penis like there's some sort of 1800s cartoon like Bugs Bunny on methamphetamine. Absolutely beautiful fucking time right there. I absolutely would take a strong ass piss on Deriz. Canada Toten is actually going to go in power piss as well, just above not, because I have a very distinct memory. I watched the entirety of like It Chapter 2 in theaters a long time ago when it was like released. And I held the piss from like the advertisements of the movie until the movie was finished, and I believe it was like over a 2-hour runtime or close to it. And by the time the movie was done, I pissed for about a minute and 30 seconds straight. There was just a heavy flow of intense piss. And since this is a movie theater, I am going to link it into real life, but you know, it's just nothing crazy. I mean, peeing at a movie theater is not the best experience, but if you manage to hold it for the entire movie like I did, you can have a power piss so fucking hard that you'll be able to melt Fred Flintstone out of his goddamn glacier. Next we got 5. I feel like pissing in the Pentagon is kind of a funny sentence to say. Plus, I mean, you're not going to be interrupted in the Pentagon because once again, it's one of the most secure buildings in all the planet, besides my tight caboose piss hole. That being said, 5 is going to go in pissing paradise. You're just going to be able to drink a gallon of water and let it flow out of you like grandma, and it's just going to be an absolute fun experience. Plus, depending on the time frame, you'd be able to have JFK. You'd be able to fill up a shot glass of urine for JFK while he's stroking your chest, saying "Need some beans for the chowder here." Having the fucking time of your life. So 5 is an easy top tier, honestly. Ascension is going into top tier 2, actually above 5, because you can just become a sprinkler of urine, raining down dick death on every zombie or person in your vicinity with absolute yellow liquefied goo juice, just as a SpongeBob SquarePants turned into a liquidized cum shot of piss off of those lunar landings. You could be flying over the way. I feel like it'd probably be the closest thing we could get to into blasting off the orbit, taking a piss, trying to like fight the momentum of your piss coming out, into slamming it back down into your urethra due to the fact that all of that force is going on when you're blasting off like Team Rocket again after a Pikachu shits on their chest again. It would be fun to fly and piss is what I'm saying. So Ascension is easy going into pissing paradise. Let's fucking go. Pissing Call of the Dead. Once again, it's nice to piss in the cold, but this is frigid cold. And I feel like my penis would be like turning into a big clitoris, sliding back into my body like Thomas the Tank Engine going back into his tunnel at night. That fucking horrifying piece of shit train.
Take away from the fact that the defendant... am not crazy!
That being said, it's going to go into painful pissing as well, because actually no, I feel like your piss would actually form into icicles due to how cold it is on Call of the Dead. It would literally form a urethra blockage of ice, and you'd be pissing snow miser's flaccid ass right back outside of your urethra, so that would be a very painful time.
I'm Mr. White Christmas.
So I'm not really going to recommend anyone go piss in Siberia or wherever this map takes place. That being said, Shangri-La is going above 3 at urethra, eureka. Actually, it's going to go in the top tier above 5. Just because imagine pissing off the bridge on Shangri-La, looking over the waterfall, adding to the waterfall, while you're also becoming a waterfall. You can have like waterfall conversations with the waterfall as you're tinkling out of your taint factory. It's just going to be an absolute fucking beautiful thing to bear witness to, honestly. There's a lot of symbolism in that, probably, yeah, at least when I look like a psychologist. Either way, pissing in paradise is also, I mean, it's literally paradise, so you are pissing in paradise, so therefore, by default, it has to go in top tier. Pissing on the moon back down at Earth sounds really fucking fun. Taking a piss on the moon would also be a little bit weird, though, because, you know, no gravity. I feel good floating around, but watching your piss float around like little yellow snowflakes in the wintertime would be absolutely hilarious and awesome. I don't know if it should go to top tier or urine urethra. Eureka. I'm gonna put it at the top. I'm gonna put it at the bottom of pissing paradise because, I mean, watching your piss float around will be kind of entertaining, not gonna lie. I seen a video of an astronaut like try to brush his teeth and the toothpaste just floats around like a little cum shot child, and it's fucking hilarious. There's probably been a lot of cases where people piss their pants on a bus, and it's just not a very fun time overall for the driver that has to clean it up, and all the passengers that have to smell urine for the rest of the time. So that being said, transit is going to go into dick drips. So actually, it's a pretty open snap. But if we're talking about just about the transit bus, yeah, dick drip. I want to piss as fast as humanly possible to get out of bus depot because it looks like it was ran. It looks like it was ran by fucking Badger from Breaking Bad, high on methamphetamine 24/7. It is a decrepit crack shack. There's just no fun to be had at bus depot. Average flow to get it over with so you can get the fuck out of here. That being said, pissing on a farm sounds like a vibe. You know, you can hear the cows, the chickens, the cocks in your ass as you let the urine flow out of you like an Eminem verse. Feeling absolutely beautiful. I feel like it would be a steady, easy stream on the farm. And in a town, I feel like a town is the most average setting to take a piss in, so it's going to go in the middle of average flow. That being said, a town that has been nuked, though, with radiation attached to your bone, you might end up with 5 dicks by the time you're done pissing. Dick drips. Pissing off of a skyscraper is like almost comparable to the lunar landers, and actually I feel like these skyscrapers are actually a little bit higher up than the lunar landers go, but you still don't really feel like you're flying because you're still stationary in a building. That being said, right behind your reset urethra, Eureka, baby. Pissing in jail, I mean, there's literally 50 billion toilets that you're allowed to piss in, and it's kind of, if you really close your eyes and don't mind the shit and corpse smell of all the dead inmates, you could kind of pretend that you're in an IKEA pissing in all the display toilets, having the absolute time you're alive, like the big bad motherfucker you truly are. So that being said, Mob of the Dead is going to go right in front of 5, but not quite ahead of Shangri-La, because pissing in paradise is literally what Shangri-La was born to be, goddammit. Much like I think I was born to be an auctioneer with how fast I can talk if I hit that coffee bean in my asshole. Now, pissing in buried would be absolutely awesome because you would never have to worry about being interrupted again because you're quite literally just buried underground, having the time of your life. You have the utmost privacy here. It would be really nice. It's a very secluded, closed off spot in the world. And it's almost as dry as my asshole. So that being said, it's going to go in a nice power piss above Kinder Toten.
What did he say?
Once again, Origins, it's snowing outside, but there's a lot of indoor facilities for you to get warm at, so maybe if you had a toilet or something in there, if you're brave enough to just piss your pants or diaper, if you Joe Biden or Joe Swanson, could be having an interesting time. Dude, like, it would go in your urethral blockage due to being ice cold outside yet again, but those little areas do help. Plus, there's those wheelbarrows that are on fire and shit. Dick drips. I actually did play Outbreak, so I can kind of rank this map. It's just kind of a facility. There's probably toilets and shit. I feel like it's just a steady stream. It's a very meme I have to take a piss on. And I'm actually going to judge infection by pissing out like a McDonald's or a restaurant because it is the Burger Town map. And that's usually never fun because I'm always worried somebody's going to have to use the bathroom by the time I'm done taking a piss because it's like a 15 to 20 second ordeal. I was like a time plus watching guys like, what the fuck is actually happening? I just don't know what I'm supposed to do. My dick starts going. Next thing you know, I'm getting a boner. And next thing you know, I'm having a difficult time because I don't know what's happening to me. That being said, it's going to go in painful pissing. I definitely do not think of Ronald McDonald eating my asshole.
Stop the
I
cap.
don't think I've played any of these maps. I think Descent is like a boat. Pissing underwater on a submarine before you explode like the Titan would be pretty awesome. Pretty average flow. And Carrier. I don't really know anything about Carrier, but it was painful. It was probably painful to play, so I'm going to put it in painful pissing. Shadows of Evil Giant Town, if you have that jazz music blasting over you, like it's an astral projecting noise that you cannot escape, jazzing pisses would be absolutely beautiful. I think it's going to go in the steady stream because you could be snapping and wiggling your fingers to the good tune while your flow is going. Maybe you could try to piss to the rhythm of those saxophones going, having a grandiose, absolute fucking gangbanging time with your urethra. Maybe you're sounding something up there. You fucking know it's for sure, man. The giant is going to go right behind her. He's actually, you know, it is snowing, so it's going to go down it here actually because it's going to be a little bit colder. And if you're trying to piss on the teleporters, you're probably going to be a little bit cold. You might be just mailing yellow glaciers of ice piss. Going to right above Origins because there's a little bit more indoor building. There's a little bit. Horizon Rock is going to go right above Origins because there's a little bit more buildings and shit for you to hide your urethra in while you're trying to piss. So I feel like you're less likely to form icicles in your dick hole. So I think that's a very good, fair ranking for Horizon Rock. Plus, if you're brave enough, you can let the dragons breathe fire on your balls, and that might warm it up enough and thaw your cock if you do manage to look like Snow Miser's nose by the time you're done pissing. Zetsubo is pretty much just Shinonuma, but bigger. So I'm just going to put it right above Shinonuma. Garrod Krovi, listen, it's always those damn dragons. You might be having a perfectly normal piss, minding your own business, absolutely vibing. Maybe you're thinking about what you're gonna go do the next day. Maybe you're gonna have some more shots of vodka or gin or whatever. Boom, dragging on your balls, and now you gotta fucking try to dust off your balls. You gotta stop, drop, and roll your ball sack onto fucking ground. It's just not gonna have a good time. Painful pissing, especially if you get lit on fire. Now, pissing on Revelations would be weird because what if you just get eaten by the giant apothecary while you're just minding your beeswax trying to take a piss? What if you accidentally step on a launch pad and piss off yourself in the air taking a flying piss? That would be absolutely crazy. I don't really know where to rank your Revelations. That or Dr. Monty might just snap his fingers and delete your dick hole while you're trying to just let out the juice of victory flow of your mighty fine urethra. I think it's gonna go in dick trips because I'd just be too nervous to move with all of these shit that is constantly happening on that fucking map. It's like a rave for deaf and blind people on that map. Like, what the hell? I'd let Helen Keller dress me before I try to take a piss on that map.
You what?
Just gonna quickly put all of the Chronicles maps right behind their adjacent regular maps. Seeing a theme park is kind of fun, especially if you... I remember once I was in a bowling alley, and they had a really long urinal pissing, and I shut the lights off, I was like tweaking off, and I think I almost took a bite of the urinal cake. In fact, I might have if I remember it, because I was really fucking stupid as a kid. That being said, it's going to go in a steady stream, especially if there's like a laser tag going on. Like, that'd be fun, because you're just going to be... Actually, you're going to be power pissing to get back to whatever you're doing as fast as possible. I don't think sober I would have fun at a theme park, but I think if I got blasted enough, I would have the absolute fucking time of my life. A rave at the Redwoods is urethra eureka because you're probably getting absolutely blasted if you're at a rave, and you're probably pissing like you're probably taking like 15 shots of vodka per minute, on the verge of dying of alcohol poisoning, like some sort of stepdad going through his 10th divorce of the week. So you're really gonna try your best not to shit out here. That being said, you're going to be constantly pissing, so I feel like this was a very good map to empty out that bladder too. I'm gonna skip Challenge Shuffle because that I feel like the Ninja Zombies would just kick me in the balls the second I go to piss, and it would just not be fun. But that being said, pissing at the beach is a based experience, especially if it's warm enough you can go in the water, you just piss in the ocean. It's absolutely fucking fine. You can kind of like become a part of the cycle of the ocean with your urine and kind of become one with the earth itself. It's a very nice, refreshing experience. That being said, the top of Eureka baby. Urethra blockage because you're gonna spawn into beasts from beyond and those fucking alien things. You're just gonna bash their skull against you like a Blastoise. The final haul. I don't really know where I want to put this map, honestly, because I kind of forget about it. I'll just put in dick trips. I mean, it kind of is their dick trips of zombies maps. It was pretty much Sledgehammer feeding us with little piss drops at the time, anyways. So that's very valid. And I don't know enough about these other maps to rank them appropriately because, as we all know, this is an important, serious tier list that can only be ranked with the utmost dignity. So I'll just put them on bottom tier because that game was low-key ass. On the Titanic would be an absolute vibe. You know those bathrooms going to be decked out, the halls like Yugi from Yu-Gi-Oh's deck during Christmas time, an absolute fun fucking... The Dark Magician's got a little red Santa hat on before giant knockers are falling out like underneath the mistletoe. A gladiatorial arena wouldn't really make a great place to go to the bathroom, and then if you gotta go number 2, number 3, and you gotta like speed jerk it, I don't really know if it's gonna be a good spot, honestly. It kind of feels like it'd be difficult to piss. You just have things that are trying to kill you all the time. That being said, it'd be a very funny thing to piss in the blood pools in the like bottom of the cellar there. Or in the crowd if you're brave enough. Power pissing in the crowd is kind of funny. That being said, it's going to go at the top of power piss because that would literally be a power move from the bladder. Now, Mob of the Dead is part of this. Like, there's still pretty much the entire jail. So it's honestly, you can still cosplay as your IKEA display toilets. But since it's the worst map, I'm going to put it behind normal Mob. The first time me and my cousin tried to do the Easter egg, we got to the step where you have to put the numbers from the book into the thing. And somehow our first time ever, the numbers for the book were the same numbers as the golden spoon, which is like over 1 in 1,000 chance. And it soft locks the Easter egg and it happened to us, so we had to restart. Yeah, my asshole bled that night. It was more like blood of the ass. Holy. Same thing for Classified. Honestly, there's not too much to differentiate the two when it comes to pissing in the Pentagon. Now, Alistair Rhodes' house is pretty decked the fuck out, honestly. It's a pretty fancy spot. It's kind of like a stationary Titanic, if you think about it. Plus, now that I think about it, pissing on a cruise ship might be very hard because the bathroom might actually be dirty, although it was the literal Titanic. And plus, there's the motion of the ocean. The couple times I've been on a boat whale watching, I almost fell overboard. And I fell over and, like, someone caught me on his lap because I'm a clumsy biscuit. Power piss. Pissing in the Temple of Apollo goes fucking hard, man. It's going at top tier. Alpha Omega is just, it's piss. It's literally the painful piss of the zombies map, so I'm just gonna put it in that tier. Now, Tower of Totem is an absolute beautiful map. It is Call of the Dead, but it takes place in the afternoon / the evening. I kind of can never tell which. But that sunset is absolutely beautiful, almost as beautiful. And something as you guys watching, you absolute beautiful fucking studs. But honestly, I'm gonna have to put it in average flow because I feel like it's just kind of like pissing in beauty. Machine, just a facility. All these maps kind of just feel the same. You can go underground and get a nice flow. Firebase Z, I kind of want to piss in the Mimic's mouth because they really annoyed me when I was playing it. So that being said, it's gonna go in power piss. Outbreak was the most mid shit in all of zombies, and I'm so glad they're not bringing it back this year. Urethral blockage. Mounted Totem. It's nighttime, and you have a bunch of floating disciples trying to zapify your crack and cockhole simultaneously. I don't really know, but I feel like if you had a heavy enough flow, you could like piss in their eyes and they'd fall, and you could beat them with your erect wiener hole. So that would be kind of a fun thought. Honestly, I'm going to go at the top of Steady Stream. Forsaken, you got that one right. Now, that map's not too bad. Although it did introduce the Mega Abominations, which makes me wish that was a Mega Time aborted 10,000 years ago. Or the concept of oxygen was even formed by us. Dick trips. Darren Fung is just cold, fucking rigid, and once I said I'm a very shy pisser, and you constantly have fucking Gabriel Kraft dinner cum shot, man, trying to strike up a conversation with you, saying the same 4.5 fucking lines of dialogue over and over again because this game was crafted in 2 damn minutes. And all the demigods, I mean, maybe they'd be able to give me words of encouragement to try to help this stream flow heavier, but really all they'd be doing is making it more difficult for me to actually begin the process that is known as pissing. Painful pissing. Turkey baster dick farts is the worst experience of all time, bottom tier. Unonuma Reborn, it's a little bit more interesting because there's the new airless, plus I can build Dornwolf guaranteed 100%, and then piss lightning if I shot it into my balls. Archon is gonna go right in front of Terraria medicated dick ass there. I'd like to piss in the final raid boss Worm's mouth from Modern Warfare Zombies, so I'm gonna put it at the bottom of power piss as well. Now the two big boys, baby, Terminus and Liberty Falls. Now I feel like pissing on Terminus is actually quite a difficult Among Us task to complete because there's zombies in this game are like crack, and there are 15,000 manglers. You'd have to dodge, weave, bob, fuck Steve from Minecraft, and move around like you're having a seizure for the 50 billionth time that Minecraft day because there's so many damn projectiles to avoid. Much like Batman avoids paying his taxes, it's a very difficult thing to even process. And by the time your pants are zipped down, you're gonna be lying dead on the floor, spilling your bowels out because you're dead due to the mangler projectile shots. Painful pissing. And Liberty Falls is actually a pretty good map because it's just a town, a post-apocalypse. I feel like the bowling alley pisses like go hard. They want to remind me of my childhood. Average flow. And that being said, this is the tutorials for the best cops always map to piss on. Let me guys know in the comments what you think. Let me know what your favorite map to piss on will be in the comments below. I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day. Maybe like, comment, subscribe on the video. Stay safe, stay hydrated, and I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day. Peace out, gamers.